I would like to demonstrate to you the course for the request by the Fijian Elections Office for Parliament to consider amending the Electoral Act in terms of the total number of candidates that may contest or could contest the 2022 general election, and as well as the complications that might create in terms of the transportation of ballot papers and ballot material. So, ladies and gentlemen, the practical side of things is very simple. With the increase in the number of candidates for the general election, the size of the ballot paper has to change. This means that we have to add more numbers to the ballot paper, which will result in the ballot paper getting fatter on the side. And I will demonstrate to you samples that we have made. There are the maximum number of voters in any polling station is 650 as approved by the Electoral Commission. The Fijian Elections Office will therefore be required to send 13 books to every polling station that has got the maximum number of candidates. So if there is lesser number of candidates, we will send a equivalent number plus a small contingency of ballot papers to that, but it's all in books. So each book is 50 ballot papers. So 50 ballot papers in a book, 650 voters per polling station, meaning we will have 13 books maximum going to a polling station. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of considering the practicality of election operations, we have to look at first the size of the ballot paper, then the thickness of the book, then we have to look at the weight of the book itself. Then you have to consider the weight of 13 books, which is the maximum number of books that can go to a polling station. Why? Because the books are going to be taken by staff into the polling station. They will be loading the books into vehicles, into the platforms, right? So the weight is very, very important. One might think that, oh, it's just 13 books, how heavy can it be? Well, 13 books of ballot papers with 300 candidates will weigh approximately 7.5 kilos. And imagine having to carry this box 300 meters. Or if it is a team that is going to Nassau Vakarua, they will be carrying that box. Luckily, they will only carry about 4 ballot books, but the box will be carried through the river at least 3 times, climbing mountains, going down hills to reach the village after an hour and a half plus of hiking. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a matter of practicality that any reasonable person thinking, or reasonable thinking person, will give due consideration to. The other thing is, ladies and gentlemen, a ballot box from the warehouse does not go empty to the polling station. From the Fijian Elections Office warehouse, the ballot box will carry sensitive materials such as, one, the indelible ink. It will carry the presiding officer's record book. It will carry the protocol of results sheet. It will carry other sensitive materials such as the temper envelopes, etc., etc. So that means that the box already has some stuff in it before the ballot books are made and put into the box if you use the 2018 procedure. Now, it is also important for us at this point to understand what are other things that the staff have to carry to a polling venue. Staff will carry the voter instruction booklet because by law, every voter that comes to vote will receive a new voter instruction booklet. This is the booklet that will contain the number, the name, the photograph, and the party symbol of every candidate participating in the election. So if we have a maximum of 650 voters in a polling station, the FEO will be sending 650 books. Each voter will get a new book. So that's 650 books in cartons, possibly looking at about 8 cartons, I think. Or I think they pack in 100. So we're looking at around 7 cartons. So that's 7 cartons of books. The staff will also be carrying with them a polling kit. The polling kit is the box in which we have all the materials required to set up the polling station. It will have the banners, it will have all the signboards, it will have all the envelopes in which all the necessary things have to go, it will have rubber band and a whole host of things. This kit is very important because that's the kit that will have all the pen for the election, etc., etc. The other part of the materials that staff will take to the polling station is the cardboard voting booth. They will take one box which will have 5 voting booths in it. So first they will have the voter instruction booklets, they will have the cardboard voting booth in the box, then they will have the polling kit and the ballot box. So these are the materials that the staff will have to take to every polling station in Fiji, 2,168 of them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we look at the practicality, then we have to look at the logistics. Let's look at the weight of all these items. There are about 5 staff per polling station. So, as you can already imagine, the voter instruction booklets will be a weight on its own. Then you have the polling kit, then you have the ballot box, then you have the voter instruction, the voting booth. The lightest of all is the voting booth because it's made of cardboard. In elections 2006 and previous, that used to be the most heaviest component transported in lorries because it was wooden frames and curtains. So there were bales and bales of cloth in the elections office because it used to be made into curtains when you went to vote. That's all gone now. We use cardboard. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will now take you through the practicalities of the size of the ballot paper and how it will become more and more difficult as we have more and more number in terms of candidates.